Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuah and the truth. I didn't realize how hard this class would be, and it's taking a lot more time for me to do. So I'm gonna have to cut it down to about one video a day. I hope that's okay with everyone. It's ruining my family, and it's me being on the computer too much is just making my husband distant from me, and I don't want to lose my family. So I'm just going to continue to do Yahuwah's work, and I'm just gonna continue to love all of you, because I love you all so much, and I don't want to lose my family. So I'm gonna start with we are in the book of the CEPHERIYM, and this is the video that I chose to do for today because we are almost done with First Enoch. So here we go. First Enoch 105. After a time, my son Methuselah took a woman. One second. Sorry, I had to stop to fix my volume. My volume was messed up because I was trying to go into a meeting today, but but my husband didn't really want me to be on it, so I had to jump off really fast. And I apologize to everyone that watches my channel that was on there today, because I didn't get to stay on, but I love you all. Okay, here we go. After a time, my son Methuselah took a woman for his son Lamech. She became pregnant by him and brought forth a child, the flesh of which was as white as snow and red as a rose, the hair of whose head was white like wool and long, and whose eyes were beautiful. When he opened them, he illuminated all the house like the sun. The whole house abounded with light. And when he was taken from the hand of the midwife, Lamech, his father, became afraid of him, and flying away came to his own father Methuselah, and said, I have begotten a son unlike others. He is not of men, but resembling the offspring of the angels of heaven, or Shamayim, is of a different nature, being altogether unlike to us. His eyes are as the rays of the sun, his countenance glorious, and he looks not as if he belonged to me, but to the angels. I am afraid lest something miraculous should take place on Eretz or on earth in his days. And now, my father, let me entreat and request you to go to our progenitor Enoch and learn from him the truth, for his residence is with the angels. When Methuselah heard the words of his son, he came to me at the extremities of the earth, for he had been informed that I was there, and he cried out. I heard his voice and went to him, saying, Behold, I am here, my son, since you have come to me. He answered and said, On account of a great event have I come to you, and on account of a slight difficulty have I approached you. And now, my father, hear me, for to my son Lamech a child has been born who resembles not him, and whose nature is not like the nature of man. His color is whiter than snow, he is redder than the rose, the hair of his head is whiter than white wool, his eyes are like the rays of the sun, and when he opened them, he illuminated the whole house. When also he was taken from the hand of the midwife, his father Lamech feared and fled to me, believing not what belonged to him, but that he resembled the angels of heaven, or Shamayim. And behold, I am come to you that you might point out to me the truth. Then I, Enoch, answered and said, Yahuwah will effect a new thing upon the earth. This have I explained and seen in a vision. I have shown you that in the generations of Yered, my father, those who were from heaven disregard the word of Yahuwah. Behold, they committed crimes, laid aside their class, and intermingled with women. With them also they transgressed, married with them, and begat children who are not like spiritual beings, but creatures of flesh. A great destruction therefore shall come upon all the earth, all the Eretz, a deluge. A great destruction shall take place in 1 year. This child which is born to your son shall survive on the earth, or the Eretz, and his 3 sons shall be saved with him. When all mankind who are on the earth shall die, he shall be safe, and his posterity shall beget on the earth giants, not spiritual but carnal. Upon the earth shall a great punishment be inflicted, and it shall be washed from all corruption. Now therefore inform your son Lamech that he who is born in his child is his child in truth, and he shall call him Noach, or Noah. For he shall be to you a survivor. He and his children shall be saved from the corruption which shall take place in the world, from all the sin and from all the iniquity which shall be consummated on earth in his days. Afterwards shall greater impiety take place than that which had been before consummated on the earth. For I am acquainted with Kodesh mysteries, which Yahuah himself has discovered and explained to me, and which I have read in the tablets of heaven, or the tablets of Shamayim. In them I saw it written that generation after generation shall transgress, until a righteous race shall arise, until transgression and crime perish from off the earth, until all goodness come upon it. And now, my son, go tell your son Lamech that the child which is born is his child in truth, and that there is no deception. When Methuselah heard the word of his father Enoch, who had shown him every secret thing, he returned with understanding and called the name of that child Noach, or Noah, because he was to console the earth on account of all its destruction. Another Sefer which Enoch wrote for his son Methuselah, and for those who should come after him and guard their purity of conduct in the latter days. You who have labored shall wait in those days until the evildoers be consumed and the power of the guilty be annihilated. Wait until sin pass away, for their names shall be blotted out of the Kodesh CEPHERIYM. Their seed shall be destroyed, and their Ruach, or souls, slain. Spirits, slain. They shall cry out and lament in the invisible waste, and in the bottomless fire they shall burn. Then I perceived as it were a cloud which could not be seen through, for from the depth of it I was unable to look upwards. I beheld also a flame of fire blazing brightly, and as it were glittering mountains whirled around and agitated from side to side. Then I inquired of one of the Kodesh angels who was with me, and said, What is splendid? For it is not Shamayim, it is not heaven, but a flame of fire alone which blazes, and the clamor of exclamation of woe and of great suffering. He said, There into that place which you behold shall be thrust the Ruach, or the spirits of sinners and blasphemers, of those who shall do evil, and who shall pervert all which Elohim has spoken by the mouth of the prophets, all which they ought to do. For respecting these things there shall be writings and impressions above in heaven, or in the Shamayim, that the angels may read them and know what shall happen both to sinners and to the Ruach of the humble, to those who have suffered in their bodies, but have been rewarded by Elohim, who have been injuriously treated by wicked men, who have loved Elohim, who have been attached neither to gold nor silver, nor to any good thing in the world, but have given their bodies to torment, to those who from the period of their birth have not been covetous of earthly riches, but have regarded themselves as a breath passing away. Such has been their conduct, and much has Yahuah tried them, and their Ruach, or their spirits, have been found pure, that they might bless his name. All their blessings have I related in a sefer, and he has rewarded them, for they have been found to love heaven, or Shamayim, with an everlasting aspiration. While they have been trodden down by wicked men, they have heard from them revilings and blasphemies, and have been ignominiously treated. Ignominiously treated, while they were blessing me. And now will I call the Ruach, or the spirits of the good, from the generation of light, and will change those who have been born in darkness, who have not in their bodies been recompensed with glory, as their faith or emunah may have merited. I will bring them into the splendid light of those who love my Kodesh name, and I will place each of them on a throne of glory his own, and they shall beat rest during unnumbered periods. Righteous is the judgment of Elohim, for to the believing shall he give Amunah, or faith, in the habitations of uprightness. They shall see those who have been born in darkness unto darkness shall be cast, while the righteous shall be at rest. Sinners shall cry out, beholding them, while they exist in splendor and proceed forwards to the days and periods prescribed to them. Okay, we have a couple more pages left. First Enoch 106. And after some days, my son Methuselah took a woman for his son Lamech, and she became pregnant by him and bore a son, and his body was white as snow and red as the blooming of a rose, and the hair of his head and his long locks. This is CEPHERIYM Noach fragment. Okay, were white as wool, and his eyes beautiful. And when he opened his eyes, he lighted up the whole house like the sun, and the whole house was very bright. And thereupon he arose. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Thereupon he arose. Sorry. He arose in the hands of the midwife, opened his mouth, and conversed with the Adoni Sedek. And his father Lamech was afraid of him, and fled, and came to his father Methuselah. And he said unto him, I have begotten a strange son, diverse from and unlike man, and resembling the sons of Elohim of heaven. And his nature is different, and he is not like us, and his eyes are as the rays of the sun, and his countenance is glorious. And it seems to me that he is not sprung from me, but from the angels. And I fear that in his days a wonder may be wrought on the earth. And now, my father, I am here to petition you and implore you that you may go to Enoch our father and learn from him the truth, for his dwelling place is amongst the angels. And when Methuselah heard the words of his son, he came to me in the ends of the eretz, or ends of the earth, for he had heard that I was there, and he cried aloud, and I heard his voice, and I came to him, and I said unto him, Behold, here am I, my son, wherefore have you come to me? And he answered and said, Because of a great cause of anxiety I have come to you, and because of a disturbing vision I approached. And now, my father, hear me. Unto Lamech, my son, there has been born a son, the like of whom there is none, and his nature is not like man's nature, and the color of his body is whiter than snow, and redder than the bloom of a rose, and the hair on his head is whiter than white wool, and his eyes are like the rays of the sun. And he opened his eyes, and thereupon lighted up the whole house. And he arose in the hands of the midwife, and opened his mouth, and blessed the Elohim of Shamayim, or heaven. And his father Lamech became afraid, and fled to me, and did not believe that he was sprung from him, but that he was in the likeness of the angels of Shamayim. And behold, I have come to you that you may make known to me the truth. Yes. You like this, don't you? Yeah. And I, Enoch, answered, hold on. And behold, I have come to you that you may make known to me the truth. And I, Enoch, answered and said unto him, Yahuah will do a new thing on the earth, and this I have already seen in a vision, and make known to you that in the generation of my father Yered, some of the angels of heaven, or Shamayim, transgress the word of Yahuah. And behold, they commit sin and transgress the Torah, and have united themselves with women, and committed sin with them, and have married some of them, and have begot children by them. And they shall produce on the earth Nephilim, not according to the Ruach, but according to the flesh. And there shall be a great punishment on the earth, and the earth shall be cleansed from all impurity. Yet there shall come a great destruction over the whole earth, and there shall be a deluge and a great destruction for 1 year. And this son who has been born unto you shall be left on the earth, and his 3 children shall be saved with him, when all mankind that are on the earth shall die, but he and his sons shall be saved. And now make known to you your son Lamech, that he who has been born is in truth his son, and call his name Noach, for he shall be left to you, and he and his sons shall be saved from the destruction which shall come upon the earth, on account of all the sin and all the unrighteousness which shall be consumed on the earth in his days. And after that there shall be still more unrighteousness, that which was first consummated on the earth. For I know the mysteries of the Kodesh ones, for he, Yahuah, has showed me and informed me, and I have read them in the heavenly tablets, or the Shamayim tablets. Okay, First Enoch 107. And I saw written on them that generation upon generation shall transgress, till a generation of righteousness arises, and transgression is destroyed, and sin passes away from the earth, and all manner of good comes upon it. And now, my son, go and make known to your son Lamech that this son which has been born is in truth his son, and that this is no lie. And when Methuselah has heard the words of his father Enoch, for he had shown to him everything in secret, he returned and showed them to him, and called the name of that son Noach, or Noah, for he will comfort the earth after all the destruction. First Enoch 108, and this is the last chapter in First Enoch. Another Sefer Enoch wrote for his son Methuselah, and for those who will come after him and guard the Torah in the last days. You who have done good shall wait for those days till an end is made of those who work evil, and an end of the might of the transgressors. And wait you indeed till sin has passed away, for their names shall be blotted out of the Sefer of life and out of the Kodesh books, and their seed shall be destroyed forever. And their Ruach, or their spirits, shall be slain, and they shall cry and make lamentation in a place that is a chaotic wilderness, and in the fire shall they burn, for there is no earth there. And I saw there something like an invisible cloud, for by reason of its depth I could not look over, and I saw a flame of fire blazing brightly, and things like shining mountains circling and sweeping to and fro. And I asked one of the Kodesh angels who was with me, and said unto him, What is this shining thing? For it is not a heaven, or Shamayim, but only the flame of a blazing fire, and the voice of weeping and crying and lamentation and strong pain. And he said unto me, This place which you see, here are cast the Ruach, or spirits, of sinners and blasphemers, and of those who work wickedness, and of those who pervert everything that Yahuah has spoken through the mouth of the prophets, even the things that shall be. For some of them are written and inscribed above in the heavens, or the Shamayim, in order that the angels may read them, and know that which shall befall the sinners, and the Ruach, or the spirits of the humble, and of those who have afflicted their bodies and been recompensed by Elohim, and of those who have been put to shame by wicked men, who love Yah, and loved neither gold nor silver, nor any of the good things which are in the world, but gave over their bodies to torture, who since they came into being longed not after earthly food, but regarded everything as a passing breath, and lived accordingly. And Yahuah tried them much, and their Ruach were found pure, so that they should bless his name. Baruk Haba Bashem Yahuah. I love Yahuah. And all the blessings destined for them I have recounted in the CEPHERIYM, sorry. And he has assigned them their recompense, because they have been found to be such as loved heaven, or Shamayim, more than their life in the world. And though they were trodden under foot of wicked men, and experienced abuse and reviling from them, and were put to shame, yet they blessed. I bless Yahuah every day. And now I will summon the Ruach of the good who belong to the generation of light, and I will transform those who were born in darkness, who in the flesh were not recompensed with such honor as their faithfulness deserved. And I will bring forth in shining light those who have loved my Kodesh name, and I will seat each on the throne of his honor, and they shall be resplendent for times without number, for righteousness is the judgment of Elohim. For to the faithful he will give faithfulness in the habitation of upright paths. And they shall see those who were born and led into darkness, while the righteous shall be resplendent. And the sinner shall cry aloud and see them resplendent, and they indeed will go where days and seasons are prescribed for them. That's beautiful. Next time we will be starting Second Enoch, but tomorrow is going to be the day that I read Brother Lou's book Wormwood. If you guys haven't seen it yet, this one. And if I can, I'll do a second video and we'll either start Second Enoch or I will continue on with what we were reading in Fourth Enoch. I believe it was Fourth Enoch. We were either in Fourth or Fifth Enoch. I'll look back in my videos to see. But I love you all so much, and I'm so happy that I got to put this video out for you guys today. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Shalom and blessings.